Beginning of this playthrough has a lot more grinding than I would have thought.
This game's ability descriptions are so bad it could be a game to just figure out what they mean.
Ups fire moves in a pinch.
What do you think ups attack if suffering means?
Is that guts?
Yes.
Yeah, that's like doubles your attack power if you have a status effect. I remember that one specifically because it's phrased so shittily.
Thick fat, heat and cold protection.
That one makes sense. You know what's funny is that, like, in this game, for some abilities, they don't have enough text, but then in future generations, they actually shorten a lot of ability descriptions by a few words.
Yeah.
Because they're, like, unnecessary, I guess.
Oh, hey, Electrike can have minus.
So wait, is it, like, they can't have plus or minus? It's that specific Pokemon only have plus and minus?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was just that they could have either.
How many attempts has there been yet so far?
I don't think we're at 10 yet, but I can at least consistently make it to the nose pass instead of getting instantly flattened by Geodude. I really don't know if I should use sleep powder and just hope for the best against nose pass, or if I should like poison it to do damage over time, or stun spore so that it sometimes doesn't attack permanently. I'm not, like, struggling in options here, I just don't know which one's the best one to do.
Okay, Emerald onward. Pokemon with... You have a Pokemon with compound eyes in the first slot. It increases the chances of finding a wild Pokemon holding an item.
Oh yeah.
From 50%/5% to 60%/20%.
Yeah, and then in like Gen 7 or 8, when they added in super rare items, it goes from 1 to 5%. I was talking about this with Arizona. Yeah, I think they got rid of that in Gen 9. That secondary ability, for some dumbass reason.
They probably just forgot that that was a thing.
They just didn't copy-paste it all the way.
By the way, Butterfree can learn skill swap through TM in this game.
That's cool. I don't think I'll use that. What? Why did that kill me? I survived with 4 health last time. Man, fuck this game. Okay, speaking of compound eyes, Abra's holding an item. I wonder what it is. I don't even know what Abra can...
Quick Claw.
Twisted Spoon. Oh shit, that's actually extremely good, I think? Because it raises psychic damage? Yeah.
Oh,
holy
nice.
shit.
Use it.
Compound eyes, man. Alright, well that's... I don't know how much that'll actually affect anything, but it's a great item to have.
What is this emulator?
MGBA.
Well, you fell for my trap.
I was supposed to say that's my real game.
You were supposed to press Z to show the Game Boy Player menu and prove your worth.
Hold on, let me,
Just do that horrible error thing.
The Wii error noise.
No, the Game Boy Player error where it sounds like a piano falling off a building. You know, Intelligent Systems developed the Game Boy Player.
Wow, really?
How do you feel about Intelligent Systems?
I don't really give a shit about new Fire Emblem, but I can definitely say that pre-Awakening Fire Emblem is fucking really good, and they look really good, and they play good. There was definitely waifuism in those games, but Awakening amplified it dramatically.
I'm probably just an asshole, but I honestly don't like how the GBA ones look.
Wow, really?
I'm just not into this. I mean, like, from a technical standpoint, they're very well done. I just don't like the style.
Oh.
Specifically of, like, the portraits. I guess the battle animations are, you know, pretty good.
Now I live with 7 health. What the fuck is happening? Is the range really that dramatic?
I want to play Path of Radiance at some point.
You should. It's like the only Fire Emblem game that I've played that doesn't go from like potentially interesting... It's actually like Tales. It's like Tales of Grace is how it starts with potentially interesting political intrigue, and then it just goes to like demons and aliens and shit. Yes. Most Fire Emblem games are like that, but Path of Radiance actually isn't, surprisingly. Huh. It's not high art or anything, but it is
It's not Final Fantasy Tactics.
It's not Final Fantasy 12, you know what I mean? But, you know, it's still good. Alright, I won. I don't think the Twisted Spoon actually helped at all, but I did win. Fuck you, Roxanne. I actually really like how gym leaders in this series are, like, actually sometimes, like, salty when they lose. They're like, man, I guess I gotta give you the fucking gym badge. There are 2 gym leaders in Gen 2 that just that don't even give you the gym badge as soon as you beat them.
Really?
Yeah, the first one is she's just like a lady that just cries. She's just like literally cries when you beat her, and then you have to walk away, and then another trainer's like, yeah, just give her a minute. And then the other one, the 8th gym leader, she's like, you beat her, and she's like, no, I don't accept that you beat me. You have to go into this cave and talk to this old man, and then I'll accept you. And then you do, and then she's like, well, this is bullshit, but I guess I have to give you the badge anyway.
You have to get Devon's goods.
I sure do. I think I'm about to get the Pokénav.
Did they really think that that dialogue was even remotely natural sounding?
What?
Wait, don't take my goods.
Yeah.
It makes it sound like it's something really bad.
It's
like
beyond stupid.
Like, he can't name it by name, he just has to say goods like it's fucking heroin.
What's it called in Japanese? You think it was more natural sounding there?
Heroin. Wait, don't take my all caps heroin.
They're not even trying to obfuscate it.
Goods translates into French as biens.
That's like some fiesta in Final Fantasy VII shit.
Yeah, I guess.
It is literally goods. Wait, all 3 of these are 75 accuracy? I thought Poison Powder and Stun Spore were 100.
In the Mystery Dungeon portrait of Butterfree, it only has 1 fang.
Butterfree has fangs?
Well, what are those supposed to be? What are the little 2 things coming out of the nose?
I guess they have to be fangs. I don't know what I thought they were.
In this game, they're goods, but then in Omega Ruby, they changed it to Devon parts.
Don't take my parts. That sounds way worse, actually.
Bra Bra? Why'd you name it that?
Because, you know, Final Fantasy Bra Bra.
I saw that live.
Wow. How was it?
In Gary, Indiana.
That's where most Bra Bra Final Fantasy fans are.
Yeah, that's
contained.
where Uematsu was born, so that's where they do it.
I should not have gotten rid of Poison Powder. That's the only way I can do damage to dark types.
Ooh.
Aside from hurting themselves in confusion, anyway. I guess having Bra Bra in the second spot, just failing teleports, is a good way to have a second party member that doesn't do anything. But he is soaking up damage that Butterfree would otherwise be taking up, so I don't know.
Here's another weird ability text. Draining causes injury. Which just sounds like a PSA more than an ability. I always thought Gulpin was a Gen 4 Pokemon.
I have that problem for a lot of Gen 2 Pokemon. Like, I'd have to like look at a fucking list of Gen 2 Pokemon because I can't think of them right now. But there are at least 3 Gen 2 Pokemon that I thought for a while were Gen 2 or Gen 3.
Why the hell is there a Mega Sharpedo? Who the hell cares about Sharpedo?
Mega Evolution... Megas should be given to who gives a shit Pokemon. That's what they should. That's what they should be for. Like Maywile got that and jumped up to Ubers.
Weird that Torkoal comes right after Camerupt, but doesn't evolve from Camerupt.
That is strange. It definitely could feasibly be an evolution. This is the generation where we have fucking Trapinch.
I think Feebas is my favorite pathetic Pokemon.
Because of the ridiculous way you have to find it, or just its dopey design.
It's like it doesn't even pretend like it's not just a sponge. Just laying. Like with something like Love Disc, they give it this cute, weird design, but like Feebas is just a fish that has like gout. And that's it.
Not only is Love Disc nothing, they give Love Disc to the fucking water gym leader in this game.
Wait, was Love Disc supposed to be like the Staryu of this, or Starmie, whatever of this game?
No, Love Disc just sucks. It's just bad. There's a Pokemon in Gen 5, that big fucking pink fish thing that looks like a Love Disc evolution, but just isn't for some reason.
The long one?
Yeah, the really...
Oh, yeah.
The big, weird pink fish thing that looks like Love Disc, but big.
Yeah, I do remember seeing that and being like, oh, hey, they gave it an evolution.
But
Even though
nope.
it's not how Gen 5 rolls at all. It's supposed to be all its own stuff.
Yeah, it's literally supposed to be a reboot.
Boink and Grumpig is another one that I think is from Gen 4, but apparently is from this.
Oh, yeah.
Grumpig's species is manipulate Pokemon.
The Pokemon types are so stupid.
The species names.
Yeah, the species. Like, Arcanine is the legendary Pokemon.
Really?
Yeah. What do you think about Pumbloom?
Pumbloom?
Not Whismur, like, what do you think about the name Pumbloom?
It definitely sounds like a Pokemon name. Although maybe that's just because it's been in my brain for 11 years at this point.
Oh my god, it actually has been 11 years.
Pumbloom, Gam Smash, Dangledore.
I just noticed that, look at the M in Whismur.
Oh yeah. It's odd.
Are the characters 4 pixels long?
Yeah, I guess they're 4 wide.
They didn't have the... Whismur actually has all 3 of them. It has W, H, and M, and it's just the middle line is in various spots.
I just learned something the other day. Apparently, Latios and Latias are feathered.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense. It's kind of weird to think they'd just be made of, like, plastic.
They don't have wings to flap. They just no-clip.
Yeah. Pikachu's supposed to be covered in fur, but I just imagine it's covered in plastic. Dude, I'm so fucking sick of Poochyena. Barboach. There's so many water types in this series that I don't think I remember half of them. Add more onto the, like, water Pokemon that don't look like they evolve into that. There's Barboach into Wishcash, and there's Remoraid into fucking Octillery, I think. That little, like, blue fish thing turns into a bright red octopus.
Wait, what? I'm getting my ass kicked here.
Yeah, me
Skarmory
too.
is from Gen 2? I thought that was Gen 3. You know what the problem is anything that appeared in Red Rescue Team I just assumed was Gen 3.
Also, actually, using Confusion on the Poochyenas is pretty good because they can use Howl to raise their attack, so they kill themselves way faster.
Why? How does that work?
Because the attack that you do to yourself when you're confused is actually based on your attack and defense stats.
Oh.
That's why Swagger is a potentially devastating move, because it literally doubles your attack stat, but, you know, makes you confused.
Wait. How are you actually able to confuse them?
I can do it because Confusion has a 10% chance of doing it, and also I have Supersonic, which is inaccurate, but induces confusion. You know how Poison in Pokemon just, like, is bad?
Yes.
And, like, there's literally a better version of Poison. Because Paralysis quarters your speed, and Burn halves your attack. I'm surprised they haven't tried to make Poison, like regular Poison, something like that, where it, like, makes your special attack, like, 3/4 or something. Poison's too prolific to do something devastating, like, halve your special attack, but you could do something like that. Or, like, if you poison an opponent twice, then it becomes toxic poison. I don't know.
Poison is even worse in Mystery Dungeon, because I think it hurts you every 10 turns. So you using it on enemies is wholly useless, but if an enemy uses it on you, it's actually kind of annoying.
Yeah, because every step is a turn.
Yeah.
Do I have the Pokénav? Okay, I do. I want to say something about the Pokénav. I don't think this was in Ruby and Sapphire, maybe it was. I think this was an Emerald thing. Emerald was the first game to have... okay, how do I phrase this? Gold, Silver, Crystal had trainer rematches, but you had to have them... You had to, like, have the specific trainer in your phone log, and not every trainer was able to be put in the log, and also it was completely random on whether a trainer would, like, call you at all, or whether they would tell you something important, or if they, like, just told you, like, hey, I just saw a fucking Zigzagoon, okay, bye. Or it's like if they wanted to fight you, or if it's like, hey, I have an item for you, okay, bye. But this game, every trainer you fight is registered in the Pokénav, and you can fight them, you can fight any trainer occasionally. Basically what I'm getting at here is that you can refight the gym leaders in this game through the Pokénav. It's very rare, but that was something, when I heard about that, I was like, oh, that sounds like something I'll want to do. I'll refight all the gym leaders so they have, like, better teams. I think I read on Bulbapedia, every fucking elite, gym leader has 8 versions of themselves. And getting them to show up in the Pokénav at all is a pain in the ass. It's like there's a 10% chance after every 10 battles you do or something.
Jeez.
That's like counting, you know, wild encounters, so you can just hop on the acro bike for a while, but still, that's 64 fights to get to a... I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna bother with the gym leader refights, because that's just a colossal waste of time, but Fire Red has the VS Seeker, which I will say, along with the Berry Pots from the Gen 2 remakes, are the 2 best additions to the series. And I shouldn't be surprised that they just fucking got rid of them. They got rid of the VS Seeker in Gen 5, and they got rid of the Berry Pots. I mean, they only had them for that one game. This series fucking sucks.
Did you even ever press the D-pad that whole battle?
No, I literally held down the A auto fire.
How come you named that one guy Bugga?
Because I wanted to give it a nickname, but I couldn't think of anything.
I never even saw that happen.
I needed something with Thickler Cut. Gen 3 horns, I just want to say that.
Yes. That song out there may be the most nostalgic piece of video game music for me ever. Whoa, what's going on?
What? The Talo cry?
Yeah, what was that?
Yeah, I mean, that can just happen.
Oh.
I'm surprised you didn't know. You could just randomly hear Pokemon cries out in the wild.
If you stand still for 60 seconds, Brendan says, better get going. I don't know, do you have a favorite song from this game?
The, what's it called? The Ash route.
Oh, yeah.
Ashy, volcanic ash, not the ash from the show. That would be pretty cool if he showed up, though. I almost weirdly respect the games for not having Ash at all.
Yeah.
I think the only references that the anime gets is Ash Greninja and the Pikachus with the various Ash hats, also in Gen 6 or 7. Here's the supersonic boat.
You're gonna get called by your dad and it's gonna come to a screeching halt. And you're gonna fly off the boat. That's why you can't use your cell phone on a plane, because this happens. It just goes
boom.
to 0 velocity.
Whipplers.
Dad Norman. That defeats the whole point of you calling him Dad.
They should call him that when you fight him as a gym leader. To be honest, if they do that, I don't remember.
Hey, that's an old Pokemon.
Holy shit.
Finally out of the Poochyena dimension.
Yeah, I think it has been only new Pokemon up till now. Well, except for Geodude in the Rock Gym.
Like, Wurmple is Worm Pokemon. Okay, Silcoon is Cocoon Pokemon. And Beautifly is Butterfly Pokemon. But then Nincada is Trainee Pokemon. What the hell are you talking about?
Well, because it's a ninja, because it's like a ninja trainee, because it evolves into Ninjask.
Corphish is Ruffian Pokemon. Nosepass is Compass Pokemon. Is that...
Yeah,
it's lore?
Yeah, I think it's a Pokedex description is that its nose is like the needle on a compass. It points towards the north.
Oh my god, this is the song I was talking about all those years ago.
What the do? Holy shit,
cool
she's mid jumping fierce. Or mid jumping roundhouse, sorry. I'm a fake fan.
Ferris, block high.
God damn it. Gumption isn't a real word.
That's the Phoenix Wright character.
Gumption. Okay. What would Gumshoe's type be?
What even are they? Ground. Just ground.
Because he's on the ground a lot. Did you know that only in Gen 3, if you use a move that hits both enemy Pokemon, it only does half damage?
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know this until recently. Like, really recently. Do you know Mouse Hold? Holy shit, he's doing Ryu's forward heavy kick.
Oh my god. Street Fighter is based off of Kung Fu?
Holy shit. No, but seriously though, this fighting style is pretty revolutionary.
Minecraft Pokemon. Knackle Stack.
What? Oh my god, that is Minecraft. What the fuck? I hope that's real, it's not like a fake mon.
I mean, I'm on Bulbapedia.
I don't know, maybe even they've been fooled. Here's Brawly, by the way. His overworld sprite doesn't really look like how he looks here.
The hell? Looks like a hockey player.
He's in a counter stance. He's gonna do Blue Nocturne. I'm so sick of almost killing Pokemon, but not quite.
I wish Blue Nocturne was real. But it looks cool when it actually works.
That's true.
But it doesn't work, so...
It doesn't work against anything that you would expect it to.
What the heck? There's a water-type Diglett now. Called Wiglet.
Wiglet, yeah, and it evolves into Wug Trio, more like Woke Trio.
All these new Pokemon are just like Maple Story mobs.
Actually, yeah, there's a lot of new Pokemon that, okay, they are not like evolutions or alternate versions of Gen 1 Pokemon, but they're like actually a separate Pokemon. Like there's the Wug Trio that you just saw. There's a Tentacool.
Yeah, I saw that one.
That it's like, it's not a fish. It just like, its tentacles are feet, and it just walks around.
Yeah, it's like grass type.
Yeah, the picture of it reminds me of that one weird ass picture of like John Lennon.
Yeah.
Please let me kill this thing. Stop using super potions. This fight is taking forever. Alright, what's his last Pokemon?
I know about the Gen 6 Pokemon. Probably purely because of Pokemon Shuffle or whatever.
I know Goomy, or it's like the Gen 6 dragon that takes forever to get to its final evolution.
Oh man. Spudra evolves from Sliggoo at level 50.
Yep.
But it has to level up in rain or fog.
Yeah, look at his hair isn't even the same color. His hair was like dark blue in the fight.
Why does he just look bad in this sprite?
Brawly's kind of a disgrace. He just uses 3 first stage Pokemon. Like it could have made his like, what is it? Like his signature Pokemon like Machoke or something. That's at least a second evolution. Okay, Gen 2 is just like straight up god-awful about its gym fights. But Gen 1 was at least like decent, because like Brock has an Onyx, which is something that you won't use for, or you won't see for a while. Misty has a Starmie, which will kick your fucking ass because it's really strong. Lieutenant Surge has Raichu, which has Thunderbolt and is really fast, etc.
I swear to God, in Gen 5, the electric gym leader just has 3 Emolgas, and that's it.
You did say that. I know she has at least 1. I don't think she has 3 of them, but I say you look it up just to see.
Gym leader Elisa
I actually don't remember that.
2 Emolgas and a Zebstrika.
So you were mostly correct.
The Zebstrika I remember is like nothing. It's the Emolgas that are annoying.
Yeah, if you don't have ice moves, then she's annoying as fuck. What do you think about Gen 5's low HP music?
I like it. It's definitely better than the alternative.
I liked it a lot at the time. I think now I actually do prefer the regular beeping, but how it's done now, where it beeps for a little bit and then stops. The low HP music is nice, but the problem is that it overwrites literally every other music track in the game. And I would much rather be listening to this very dramatic, climactic final boss music than the same shit. It was good intentions, at least. It's just, I'm not gonna turn this into another ranting session about Xenoblade 3, but that was a huge fucking problem. The chain attack music overwrote every single boss theme in the game, except for the final one. Oh yeah, there's Sableye. Except for the final boss, and even then, in the second phase of the final boss, it gets overwritten again. So did you know that Steven isn't the champion in Emerald?
Maybe.
He's actually a bonus fight that you can do after you beat the champion. Man, how come Butterfree can't learn Steel Wing? Fuck you.
The fuck was that? Why are you flashing?
I don't know why the escape rope makes you flash.
Oh.
I didn't think it did, but I guess it does. What if you had to stop and battle every trainer that you passed by?
Just a bunch of trainers start jumping onto the boat.
You get off the boat and you have to do a 1 versus like 15 fight. The sprite work in Gens 2 through 5 is quite incredible.
Well, yeah. It's easy to take for granted, but at the same time, it better be, considering this is Pokemon.
I remember a long time ago I saw a discussion on some forum. It wasn't even like a Pokemon forum, just people talking about Pokemon, that it was when Gen 7 or 8 was coming out and people were unimpressed with the visuals, and people were like, well, Pokemon's always been like pretty unimpressive visually. The games always come out pretty late in the console and never look that great. Which is kind of true for the overworld, but like the Pokemon sprites and like the move animations always looked at least like they had a lot of like the Pokemon sprites especially, but and then the move animations to a lesser extent always look very good, and like the sound effects are really nice. When the games became 3D, they're just reusing the same fucking models over and over. There's nothing. And none of the models do anything interesting. They literally all just stand there like fucking idiots.
As long as the Pokemon look good, that's pretty much all that matters.
Gen 9 did improve the models. Like, there's actual textures and everything's just a flat color.
That's how you did it. Now you can fight her again. Maybe.
I think that's just telling you that... Or that's just her registering into your thing.
What a horrible system. Let me just remotely friend myself on your phone.
Yeah, imagine that shit in real life.
How come Azurill is happy here, but on Bulbapedia it looks terrified?
This is the only Azurill sprite that looks happy. It's always sad. Life is gonna be so good when I get a second attacking move. Mark my fucking words. There's like download and conversion 2, and it's like Porygon and Kecleon have all these weird-ass named abilities that are all very similar to each other, and I can't keep it in my head. Do you agree with me that, like, I thought legendaries, like, there was only one of them?
Yes.
Right?
That was the point.
Yeah, but there's, like... But no. Like, that's not how it works, apparently.
I guess they just... Maybe they just embraced it, because, like, everyone has their own world.
I mean, the fact that there's shinies, also shiny legendaries, is like its own thing.
They just gave up trying to like pretend like there's only one, considering you just go to the tournament and everybody has 7 Mewtwo's. Mewtwo's hidden abilities, you can have a 7th Mewtwo.
That sucks. This is a good song.
Yep. Pretty much all the towns have good music.
I feel like this song is for a town that's supposed to be a lot bigger. Like, this strikes me as a big Pokemon town song, but what is the point? Just in general, but also, what is the point of baby Pokemon? Earlier you're talking about, like, fighting Psychic Dark is like a secondary triangle. It's not a triangle, but this game, or Pokemon, does also have fire, lightning, ice as, like, you know, the kind of Final Fantasy triad of types. And I think it was supposed to be represented in Gen 1 with Magmar, Electabuzz, Jinx. Because I think the three of them learn, like, the electric punches, and they can, or the elemental punches. They have, like, similar stat spreads, and they have similar, things that they are. And that was reinforced in Gen 2, and all three of them got babies. But then Gen 4 comes around, and there's Magmortar and Electivire, and Jinx doesn't get anything.
The team changed, and then
they disbanded. The fuck happened? Whoa, look, it's perspective, kind of.
Wow.
If I had like wall hacks, I wonder what would happen if I walked over there and talked to that guy.
He'd just give you like a level 1 billion Jar Jar Binks. It's like that Chrono Trigger like chest at the very beginning of the game that has like 1 billion gold in it, but you can't actually access it.
Wait, what? I don't know what that is.
At the very start of Chrono Trigger, there's a chest behind a counter you can't access, but if you somehow do, it has a whole bunch of money in it.
Please don't send out a Poochyena. That would be very sad. That's even worse.
It is?
That's also dark type. Whoa. That did a lot of damage. Thank God for compound eyes, making Supersonic actually worth a damn.
This is painful.
A little bit.
Eesh.
Oh, thank God, Zubat. I've never been so happy to see one.
Butterfree isn't even in Gen 9.
It isn't?
Apparently not.
Fucked up.
Wait. Maybe it is. Why the fuck is it showing me Gen... No, wait. I can't
Are
tell.
you good? I'm getting a lot luckier than I do with the other Carvana.
Oh. Okay, so you turned down Whirlwind.
Yeah, that sucks.
Next is Gust at 28.
Why the fuck? Gust is... I mean, that's something at least, but that sucks ass. Why? Why do I have to wait till level 28?
It's the only natural stab move you get until level 47.
What do I get there?
Silverwind.
At least that's something. Silverwind, I think, is one of those moves that can boost all of my stats. But also... But also flying is physical in Gen 3, so... You simps? He just called them simps.
Doesn't it mean like simpleton, but shortened?
Well, that's what it means when he called them that, but I don't know what, like, the modern day definition mean, or is, like, based on. Yeah, why it's based. I know that the next gym leader has a Magneton, and I'm really not looking forward to that.
Frustration.
Probably the worst move in the series. Even if you somehow have a Pokemon with 0 friendship, it's still weaker than Return.
Why the fuck would you give Butterfree Sunny Day?
Can I learn Solar Beam?
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
I mean, you wouldn't do that because that's a waste of... Because Butterfree's weak to fucking fire moves, but you could theoretically do that. I got about as far as I did in Gen 1 in like double the time. Because 1, I had to grind to get Struggle, and 2, the presentation, just like generally.